All right, back in a moment. Up next on Live at 5, we're introducing you to a meteorologist from Louisiana who is using work from his home to his advantage. We're explaining just how he's keeping people safe while fighting a serious illness.
Well, working from home, a lot of us certainly did it during the pandemic, but it's gone from a necessity for a lot of people to a convenient option for many telecommuters. And for those fighting cancer and other critical health battles, it's really allowed them to get the treatment they need without missing a paycheck.
Yeah, for TV viewers in Southwest Louisiana, ABC 13's Charlie Haldeman reports that they're still getting their critical weather information from a dependable face and voice thanks to the technology.
Ready to go back home?
Every weekday, Ben Terry comes here to Houston Methodist Radiation Oncology for treatment.
Yes, sir, you got it.
You can't see it working, but the technicians and healthcare professionals tell him it is, working to shrink a tumor inside, discovered during a colonoscopy.
You think you're just going in for a routine procedure, and you end up finding out you have cancer.
This happens here in Houston each weekday morning, rain or shine. And this happens most afternoons and evenings on video screens in Southwest Louisiana, rain or shine.
Welcome back to 7 News Nightcast. Well, it has been a hot day out there.
He's part of the weather team at KPLC TV, the NBC and ABC affiliates in Lake Charles. His forecasts and storm tracking duties originate from a Southwest Houston hotel room.
The radiation has to be done 5 days a week, and it has to be done here in Houston.
Instead of sophisticated weather computers adorning his background, it's a coffee pot and the comforts of home.
And the reality is we could have built him a backdrop to bring with him and make it look like he was in the studio. But we're more about just tell the truth, especially since Ben has been so open about everything.
Ben still has a number of radiation treatments to complete here at Houston Methodist Oncology before going back to Lake Charles. The next chapter in his plan includes major surgery. It's expected to take months of recovery. But as you heard, Ben's hopeful. And like the thunderstorms that pop up in our part of the world, he knows this too shall pass. In Houston, Charlie Haldeman, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Good report, Charlie. Thank you. What a terrific story. Way to go, Ben. I mean, he just keeps it moving, still producing those weathercasts.
Absolutely. We should mention that Houston Methodist says colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S. But when treated early, like it is with Ben, it's nearly 100% curable, and really just incredible that he continues to do what he's doing. Travis standing by right now. Travis, you know how hard this is when you're in the studio. Imagine that plus the treatments.
Ben, if you're watching and listening, you are my hero right now. What an inspiration to persevere and to press on and still be there for your community. I don't know if I could do what he's doing right now. That's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
In technology, right? I mean, it's incredible what we can do these days. And thankfully, Southwest Louisiana, Lake Charles getting spared from the worst rains that potential storm number 3 has to offer. The storm's been developing more northeastward, kind of following those bigger thunderstorms towards New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, and towards the Florida Panhandle. So this is where the last center fix was in the center of circulation. And notice all the storms are off to the northeast, and it's devoid of storms pretty much on the western half of the circulation. Tropical winds do show that there is a spin here, but it's just too disorganized to be classified as a tropical storm, even though it has winds of 45 miles per hour displaced away from the center. I also want to point out that there is another broad area of circulation in the western Gulf. No, it's not going to develop, but there's a lot of tropical moisture here, and this will lift northward towards us by Sunday as potential storm 3 lifts off to the northeast. That moisture gets tugged in, and so we have a chance of some downpours on Father's Day. The wind speeds again are at 45 miles per hour, but those are in the storms that are hundreds of miles away from the center. The pressure has slowly dropped over the last 24 hours, but it does look like it is so disorganized it'll be difficult for the Hurricane Center to justify naming this a tropical storm. The tropical storm warnings continue on for the southeast Louisiana to the Florida Panhandle. We have seen them dropped west of Morgan City to intracoastal city, Louisiana. So this will continue lifting off in that northeasterly direction. And again, as it tugs its way northward, it tugs that moisture in the western Gulf over us. We had some drier air roll in the past 24 hours, dew points in the 60s from Houston westward, but now moisture is beginning to rotate in around that circulation. And so we're going to feel slightly higher humidity coming our way for the weekend. But it's nice to have have the humidity below 50% at this time of day. Temperatures currently in the low 90s in most spots. Let's show you future track now. Very little rain potential coming our way through Saturday as the circulation continues to move away from us. We can't rule out a stray shower south of the I-10 corridor tomorrow, but the better chance of rain comes in on Father's Day as that deeper moisture to our south lifts in. We're talking scattered downpours, so we're not looking at sustained heavy rains that can cause flooding, but a brief downpour certainly possible on Sunday. I wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans for the weekend. Just make sure you stay hydrated because of how hot it's going to be. And then on Sunday especially, be prepared to potentially run for cover from one of those downpours. By Tuesday, we have a much better chance of rain as a rare late June front comes all the way into southeast Texas. It won't bring us much of a cooling impact other than the rain-cooled air that comes along with it, but it does stir up the atmosphere enough to give us a 60% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. So tomorrow morning, we'll start off at 74, your high 95, sunshine, and it'll be mostly dry. Then for Father's Day, a 30% chance of a few thunderstorms, your high 93, 40% chance of continued downpours on Monday, 60% for Tuesday, and then after that front kind of washes out, it kind of fizzles as it moves into Houston, we will slowly warm up towards the end of next week, and the rain chances will slowly decline, and it'll be right back to our hot, humid weather we're used to this time of year.